Cheers.
Are we recording right now?
Yes, we are.
Look at this. Like a regular little production studio.
Welcome to another episode of Pondering Podcast. We are here joined by our first guest. We have a guest.
Hey! I'm sponsored by Angel's Envy today because last week I was on Bullet Rye. No, I'm sorry. I apologize, Angel Envy. This is sponsored by Whistle Pig Rye. Last week I was sponsored by Bullet Rye. So, thank you.
Our resident old-fashioned expert. Thank you for that.
Hey!
Thank you.
I wouldn't say expert. I just like to drink.
Novice expert?
Connoisseur.
I'm a
Connoisseur.
Consumer.
And connoisseur.
That's what I am. So, but yeah, I'm here. Y'all got me here.
You are here. We appreciate it.
Second episode.
Yes.
Today's topic. What are we talking about?
Today, if you could not tell by my camo army green,
Oh, I didn't get the memo.
you did not get the memo.
Got it. Go ahead, Army Green.
We are talking about someone who has recently joined the armed forces.
Whoa. Well, that's good.
Yes,
good.
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Scary and
Congratulations.
good, all in the same breath. As I look at my son's flag and the eagle, that shout out to my folks down in South Texas, because you know I'm good for a good shout out. I got to keep up with the theme, man.
Yeah.
I mean, my daughter told me that we had to stay consistent,
Yes.
Yes.
but I thought about the location. The location does not have to be consistent. We can do it anywhere on the property that we choose to.
Thus the new setting on the fireplace.
I'm leading into it.
Yes.
So now we're here with Donovan's there and Eagle from some friends of ours in South Texas when we did the memorial down there for Donovan. They
Yeah.
blessed us with this beautiful hand carved wooden eagle. But enough of that. Let's get into the topic about somebody joining the armed forces.
Walk us through that process, because you really blindsided me with that decision. I actually need to turn this on.
Yeah. Well, as long as the process that it was, well, I'll start from the beginning of coming out of college, and y'all were telling me to go to the Air Force.
We were telling you had to do something.
Yes, do something. And I wanted to do it then, but I got caught up in that job that I had, thinking that was going to be more beneficial to me in the long run rather than
Don't do that.
my plans to join the Air Force at the time. So I kind of put that to sleep. But then, of course, you know, AJ, your other son, he contacted me about his plans to join the Army and his plans on what he wanted to do. And I got sold because, I always wanted to do it, but it just kind of sparked it again for me.
It's interesting from my perspective, because we had Donovan who said he wanted to go Army since he was 5 years old.
Yeah.
That was his plan.
Yeah.
It was actually because of me. After we lost Austin, I begged him not to join because I was scared
Yeah.
that we were already getting involved in conflict in Iraq, and then it morphed into, like I thought it would, something else, and it was years long.
Mm-hmm.
So he ended up doing Army National Guard.
Y'all compromised.
Yeah, we compromised. So
Because he wanted to go full active.
He did. I never thought Jordan would enlist. Did it shock you?
It shocked me in different ways. I didn't think he was going to enlist. I always thought it would be good for Jordan. Jordan strives under that firm structure where there's gates. You can't go this way and you can't go that way. You gotta go. He will thrive I think he will thrive in that setting, no doubt. I was shocked, Army, because we were always his intelligence tells me he's more Air Force material, and nothing bad about Army, not intelligence or Marines, and I'm not dissing anybody in any armed forces. I'm just saying that I think the Air Force was better suited
They're heavy on education, which is
for
what
Jordan.
we want.
I just believe that's what would have been, if there was a service that he would have joined, I thought it would have been Air Force. But here nor there, I think he will do well. But it just goes to show that parents you don't have full control, but who your children are friends with have more of an impact sometimes than what the parent has. So, I mean, I'm just saying, right? I mean, we've had multiple conversations.
Yeah.
We even had a Zoom call or a family call
Yeah.
with Jordan's biological dad, his wife, who is Navy, myself, who's ex-Air Force, about all of this. And we, the four of us collectively, could not steer him into what we believe was the right path.
Well, and he was going to do ROTC when he left to go to Southern for college, and then he
didn't do that because of other issues, or not issues, because of other things in his life that he thought was important.
Right. So did you think I was going to be upset when you told me?
No.
Why?
Purely kind of going off of what Dad said, like the structure of the military, whether that was Air Force, whether that was
Army, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard, whatever,
that discipline that they instill is beneficial, and it's something that I do need. So I
Yeah.
feel like if it's in my best interest, then y'all would give the green light.
Yeah.
Either way.
So when Donovan went, his selling point to me, because I was really upset when he did enlist, only because of the timing of it, because we were moving here to Texas, and I wanted him to have
The
a
timing,
stable
yeah.
home
Yep.
to come back to once he came out, and he thought he knew it was best, and he enlisted, and when he came out, we were moving to Texas. So in my mind, we didn't leave him on solid ground. I wanted him to have a little more of time with us in his young adulthood to help set him up for success. But they told him that there was that survivor, because since he was the only surviving son of your heir to you, he would never be put into combat. And we found out that was not
I don't think
factual.
that's a true.
They sold him on that. Or he was just telling me that because he watched the movie Saving Private Ryan and he didn't want me to be scared. I have a feeling there was something else at play. Did that ever enter your mind? Because you are my last surviving biological child.
Every single decision. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, they told you that, or that's in your?
That's in my mind. That's always in the back of my mind.
Right.
Is that I'm her last heir. So
Not heir. You're the last biological birthright to your mother.
Yes. And that has always been a contributor factor on things that I do. If it,
So are you saying that plays into a lot of things that you do?
In terms of, you gotta break it down. You gotta break down some
Well,
science.
please break it down for me, because I'm telling you right now, I've had conversations with you, and I'm still trying to figure out half the shit you've done.
terms of
that was so dumb.
Things
But anyway,
that could, possibly be risky for my person and my soul.
Right.
Yes, I take that into account.
Okay.
But
Well,
day to day,
okay.
yeah.
I'm just saying, some of your actions don't seem.
Like they're well thought out.
I'm gonna leave the Lewisms.
That's another podcast.
I'm gonna leave the Lewisms out of all
That's
of this.
another podcast.
Yeah.
So so you told us you were going in January. We're now in June, and you leave in August. I think I was a lot calmer. I think I was a lot calmer about it because we weren't in conflict, right? I was just like, okay, he's gonna go get his education. He'll learn. He's gonna go to school, do the things, and this is gonna help him mature and grow. Now we're at this unstable fork in the road with our government and the military, where you could very much end up in a conflict.
Well, yeah.
It's more and more likely with as time keeps passing. It's just more and more.
But
likely.
again, there's a lot of caveats. Right? There's a
Right.
lot of these little asterisks that I want to put around it. I mean, we have a son-in-law who is now just been deployed. He's in training, or they're on
You didn't
duty.
give a shout out, Kate.
But I mean, my son-in-law is in South Korea right now, and it's one thing I do know, and it's from the Donovan events, is that you tried to protect him from what you thought was conflict then.
Yes.
And you didn't want him to enlist, and that wasn't the thing that did it. It can happen at any point,
Right.
any time, any moment. And it doesn't have to be under the Army's watch or the Air Force watch or the Navy's watch or the Armed Forces watch. It happened here in Sherman, Texas.
Yes, yes.
At a picnic or barbecue or whatever the hell they were having, that took him out.
Right.
So, I mean, trying to protect Jordan from the armed forces, given the fact that there's turmoil in the world. I think you again, I got to go back to the faith and all the stuff that we believe, that you got to give it to God and you got to put him in God's hands, and he's got to make the right decisions, and he has to be accountable for his actions and be smart on what and how he does things. Right? I mean, that it comes down to you. And I've been saying this to you for a lot of years, that, you know, action. It's not words. Action is everything. I mean, shout out to my uncle who's passed. But Uncle Peter tell you, he said a mouth can say anything. Mm-hmm. Right? Show me. And that's my dad's words. He's like, don't tell me, show me. So it's on you. Yeah. And you've been hearing this shit for a long time, man. Yeah. From all of these great guys that are now passed. And you got great guys that are still alive that's around you that'll tell you the same thing. And they'll give you a roadmap on how to be successful. Mm-hmm. But they can only draw it out for you. Right. So you have to be the one to do it. Yeah. Right? Accountability and action is everything to me. I've been saying it for a long time. I'm proud of the decision, you know. I think it'll make a better man out of you. Absolutely. I mean, you choose not to go back to school given the things that you've witnessed and the atmosphere. And I have a lot of asterisks around that too. I think you put yourself in a certain position, not for the accident that happened out there, mm-hmm. which could be another conversation we can talk about. But you didn't, I believe you didn't apply yourself into Southern in the manner that you should have. We kept telling you to get involved with things in the school. You get involved with activities, get involved with clubs, get involved with fraternity, or whatever. If you apply yourself to the academics and the activities within that organization, I think you'd have had a different college experience. Now, the accident still would happen because you still would have hung out with your cousins. You still would have went to that particular bar, and that event probably still would have happened. Yeah. Or maybe you would have been involved in school. Maybe there would have been a different event happening at school. Yeah. And you would have been in a different situation, and that still would have happened over there. But you wouldn't have been witnessed it. You wouldn't have witnessed it. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm proud of the decision.
I'm proud of the decision. I just, you know, circling back to what you're saying, like it's things that are outside of our control. Absolutely. Which is something you've always tried to instill in me. Like if I can't control it, let it go. And you got that from your mom because your mom talks
Shout out to my mom.
Shout out to Cecile. You know, we can't, these situations
I spoke to her today, by the way.
Are outside of our control. And I was just talking to my sister and she was asking me like, hey, are you worried with Jordan leaving and going to the Army? And I said, I try not to think about it. Like I can't, if I think about it, then you worry about it. And then if you worry about it, and it's, I'm going to worry.
You're a mother.
But
I worry.
Honestly have learned I have to wait for the situations to actually happen. And then you can process it in the manner that you need to process it.
Because you can't control it.
Worrying about it now, you haven't even left yet. It would be for nothing. It'd be wasted. Yeah.
Exactly.
Worrying, you know.
Yeah, that's a waste of a worry.
That's a waste of a worry. I'm gonna save that worry for a time when I really need it.
How would we waste a worry? There's so many worries that we need to
not waste.
Yeah. It's almost like I don't have that many fucks to give, right? So I don't have that many worries to give. So I'm gonna save my worries in my little worry jar, and when I need one, I want to have one to spend. Right now, I'm not spending that worry right now because it's too expensive.
I think the thing that
it's wasteful.
I'm most excited about with you, you can still hit all of those goals that you had set for yourself leaving to go to college that you didn't get to fulfill. If you wanted to, that's what I like about the military. You have options for education. If you do want to pursue law school, you can still go that direction. You know, the opportunities really are endless, but like Dad said, it's about you applying yourself and you going after it.
Yeah.
They're giving you the platform, but you have to, you know, still walk that path on your own, and you have to be self-motivated and disciplined, and it has to be really good.
So I know that you have college credits now. It would be wasteful not to apply them and finish your degree while you're in training or in the services, and then try to, you know, go from that green to gold. I mean, shout out to Uncle Doyle who did it. He went into the military as an enlisted man. He used the credits that he had from high school and from college, and then he finished his degree, and then he became an officer.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It is very possible, but again, it's actions. You gotta do. Everybody, you know, how many stories you heard about young, small town kids saying, I'm gonna go be this, and I'm gonna go do that, and I'm gonna do this, and then the next thing you know,
they're right back.
a week later, they're right back at home, and now they're doing, and nothing wrong with working at whatever job they have. That's nothing wrong with that, but they like to get the accolades for talking the game.
Mm-hmm.
They want the pat on the backs and the attaboys and all that stuff because they said they were going to do it.
Yeah.
The real pat on the back is when you've done it and you've achieved the things you set forth, and then you come home and everybody's like, "Man, that's awesome. That's pretty cool."
Yeah.
What are your Army plans? What is the route that you're taking?
The route that because me and my friend are doing the buddy program. The route that we're taking is we're going in, and as terrible as this might sound, because we did score extremely high on our ASVABs, we are going in as 11 Bravos, which for nobody that doesn't know is infantry. But our plans with that is not strictly infantry. We did choose a combat MOS strictly because we want to get done with basic, which then we will then apply to our Army Ranger program, and should hopefully get accepted with our performances and all the stuff that we do through school and stuff like that. But we will then go through our Ranger selection, Ranger school, all that to prepare for all that. And if everything does go well, which it will, we will then become Army Rangers, which special ops for anybody.
Which it's a goal for everyone. Right? Yeah. Everybody wants to be the best of the best, the elite of the elite, which is awesome. And like I said, y'all scored very high in the ASVAB, which keeps going back to Air Force. I'm like, man, you could have picked your job, man. But again, the thing about it in infantry, you could promote very quickly, right?
Yeah.
You could, but again, it goes back to what you're willing to do.
Yeah.
And how much you're willing to sacrifice. Because what I always tell you about working hard, either you can work hard early, or you can work hard late. But at some point in time in your life, you have to work hard.
Yeah.
You do. So.
But that is something I instilled with the friend I'm going with, because there is an option to get in a contract where you're guaranteed to get sent to Ranger School right after basic, but due to external issues with MEPS and his medical, he couldn't get it because he had some stuff going on. So this is the route we have to take now. But I told him, worst case scenario, we don't get selected, we don't get, approved to go to the Rangers, whatever. I'm not planning to just stay stationary as an infantryman. I'm going to apply to do a bunch of different stuff. I want to do the sniper school. I want to get my medical training. I want to be able to get my schooling done as well during that. But I want to be able to maneuver like, I'm trying to figure out, you should maneuver well enough inside so I'm not stuck in just infantry.
And I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of options out there, right? Once you get in, you figure you go in on August 5th, y'all got your basic, that's what, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. Then you go into school or you're training for, infantry. And then, but there's so many outlets there for what's possible. I mean, there's always someone talking to you. There's always mentors there. There's always counselors there. What do you want to do after you do this? And there's a great roadmap there. And again, we know our family history in the military is so
extensive.
deep.
Yeah.
It is so deep. And we know so many people that are still active or that have retired. Mm-hmm. Do you realize that Boudreaux's son, you know Boudreaux?
Yeah, I know Boudreaux.
Shout out to Boudreaux.
Shout out Boudreaux.
But his son is pretty deep. And he's at Fort Polk right now, and he's a pretty elite guy up there.
Yeah.
Harry Mellon. Shout out to Harry Mellon. That, I mean, you know, my old boss, who's I've worked for 20 years, you know, retired colonel. Mm-hmm. His son is in the military. Yeah, we've got so many people that can give you advice.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But again, you've got to decide what you want to do and when and how you want to do it. And when you figure out that path, we could probably say, go talk to this one, this one, this one, this one.
Yeah.
And you gather all that information.
That's the one thing is this family, we are very well connected because we have, the family is so large and everybody knows someone who, you know, is helpful in those arenas.
Were you summoning
our production?
Our beverage girl?
I had to get to a production team.
I have a question because we are, we're going to be winding down, but do you ever feel as though, or have you ever felt, especially now with this Army connection, that you have kind of been in Donovan's shadow? Have you felt like
That's
that?
a good question.
Have we kind of put you in that box?
No, I don't think anybody has put me in that
Thank you,
box
production
except myself, really. Mm-hmm. I think truly ever since Donovan passed, I feel like I've always been in a shadow, or even before, really, because I mean, if you met Donovan, you know what I mean. This dude, I mean,
his personality.
You could walk into like old school TV, you know, they got a show, it's black and white. He walked into the room on that TV, there's color. Like, it does not make sense.
That's a good way to put it, though. That's awesome because that's who he was.
Yeah.
He was. I mean,
he was bright.
Yeah.
He influenced so many people, and it showed. It's like, especially after he passed, with people telling us stories and everything.
I don't know if it's in the camera frame, but that's the shadow he's talking about.
But I do believe, I put myself in there mentally because I do want to make him proud as well. I want to make y'all proud, and it's always something that I do think about. Yeah.
I have a question for you, but I mean, what you just said, we're going to be proud of you regardless. I want you to start and I want you to finish. Mm-hmm. Your mother's been instilling that in your whole life. Yep. Every event, every sport, every whatever it was, if you sign up,
I could not quit.
Nope.
You're not quitting.
Don't quit.
That we don't raise quitters.
No.
That's not what we do. But you sign up, you're going to do it.
Yes.
Right? And you're going to do it 100% to the best of your ability. Mm-hmm. You know, but I hope I never put a shadow over you because of Donovan. I don't think I have, but sometimes in those situations you don't know if you did or didn't.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't do that to you.
No. I didn't see it that way at all.
Yeah, I always treated you as Jordan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Austin was different than Donovan. Jordan is different than Don. I want you to be Jordan, but I want you to be the best Jordan.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want the half-ass Jordan. I've seen that guy. I fight with that guy a lot. I do.
Yes.
But again, I came home the other day, grass was cut and we was weeding. I ain't do nothing but smile. That's all I can do is smile. That's the 100% Jordan I want. I don't want the half-ass Jordan.
Yeah.
Again, that's when I will be disappointed if I hear that you're not giving it everything I know you can give. Because if you do that, success is a given.
Yeah.
Success is a given if you do that. You sell yourself short. You the one that don't apply. I always tell you, if you just give a little bit, most of the country, most of the people, most of your friends, they're not willing to give that little extra. Yeah. You just push a little extra. It separates you from everybody else. And that's what you got to keep in mind when you get in there. You got to just I got to keep pushing, keep grinding, keep pushing, keep grinding, keep pushing. Yeah. And it's to a fault because I'm still grinding, I'm still pushing.
Yeah.
And your mom tells me I need to.
I want to say that, you have such you're a natural born leader. To be the youngest child and for the age gap, they rubbed off of you in a sense, and I think Dad and I also you are, I saw it with football, I saw it on your sports teams, I see it in your friends groups. You are definitely a natural born leader. So you have the skill set that requires to take you all the way to the top.
Yeah.
If that's where you need
I mean,
to
still
go.
now, he's got his freshman class when he was a senior, they're graduating now, and they're still wanting to come to Jordan and hang out. They hang out here all the time.
Yeah.
All these young kids is like, he was that guy, right?
Yeah.
He would say the right things at the right time to motivate them
They
and
really
push
come
them.
to hang out with us, you know.
Well, I was trying to give him some. I was trying to give you a little bit, but I mean,
All right.
Mom's right.
They really come to be with us. Let's tell the truth.
Yeah.
That is true.
Even approaching my 60s, these 19-year-olds and 18-year-olds want to hang out with these old people.
22.
No, the kids that's hanging out, they're like 18, 17, 18, and 19. And they want to, hey, can we come hang out with your dad? Yeah, sure.
All right, you had a question for me because we got to get to wrapping up.
Are you scared?
I'm terrified.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the part. I mean, are you, again, it's Jordan.
Yeah.
Right? This is the bubble kid. You know, every time you put the bubble in, I try to pop the bubble, and you put the bubble in, I pop the bubble. You got to let him live. He's got to live his life on his terms and his path with the information and education that we gave him, and instill the morals and ethics that we provided to him. He's got it.
Yeah.
Right? You always tell me, Louis, he's listening to you. He's just not responding to you. He's
Right.
listening to you.
Right.
Then he's got it.
Yeah. It's in
He's
there.
got it.
No, I'm absolutely terrified. But I'm going to put my grief specialist hat on for a second. The one thing that I've learned through our experiences with the boys and their passing is that in my heart, I believe the day you are born, you are assigned that date you're going to die.
Agree.
Only God knows that day.
I agree.
So, and it was true, like you said with
It's
Donovan.
your lottery number. That's
I
it.
could have let him go active, and he could have come home and had a successful, tour,
Whatever. Yep.
and still died on that motorcycle on that day.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It would.
Yep.
It's outside of my control, and I know that there's nothing I
Absolutely.
can do. Uncle Sam, he belongs to Uncle Sam now, and Uncle Sam would have some issue if I tried to keep him here.
Yeah.
So
Well, no, we ain't keeping him here. Oh no, they all got
I
to go.
know that I need to let him find his way,
Yeah.
and he has to do it his way, and that is one thing I think you have really worked on me with, and getting me to see that, and I see it, and let's say I convince him to stay home, and he dies in a car accident, and then I would feel worse that I stopped him
From
from
living
seeking out
the
a
dreams
goal
that he had.
set out for
Yeah,
himself.
because he has his own dreams. And,
Yeah.
and that's all we can do is support them.
I have regret that sometimes, because Donovan, I know he didn't go active because of me.
Yeah.
Because I cried
Yep.
so much and I put so much pressure on him.
Yep.
And I have regret that
Yep.
would that have at least made the time that he did have here on earth make him feel more
Right.
fulfilled, because he would have obtained those goals.
Yep.
So, hindsight is always 20/20.
Yep.
So I refuse to stop him, and he's got to go do it, and we'll have to see, and we just can pray and put him in God's hands.
Well, again, I hope you have a very successful beginning to this endeavor.
Yeah.
Career, whatever word you want to put behind it, but just give it 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give it everything you got, man.
My final words, I will say, my perspective about it all is, I would be dumb myself if I told anybody, or even myself, that you shouldn't be worried, or I'm gonna be safe. I can make a promise that's not gonna, see the light of day, because I don't have it in a book, or the book of life, that I'm gonna live forever or whatever.
Right.
But it's only, it's fate. It's gonna happen eventually. But
Well,
I will say, I'm not going into this blindly. I've done the research. I'm not going in just throwing my faith into somebody else's hands, especially in a combat MOS. The reason why I really made this decision is because the Rangers aren't just regular infantry.
Mm-hmm.
In order to get into the Rangers, you have to score extremely high on the ASVAB, as we did. So I know that I'm going to be surrounded by like-minded people who can think, and hopefully they can, process stuff as quickly.
Yep.
And we can have each other's backs to make sure
Yep.
we can go in, get stuff done, go home,
Yep.
so we can see our families. But that's my biggest thought process and why I chose what I chose. But I just want to say I don't want to worry y'all, but I know it's gonna happen.
Well, you're not gonna stop the worry.
No.
Yeah, the worry ain't gonna stop. So
I mean, even if you lived down the road, like we'd still, there's a level of worry. Once you become a parent, you always have a certain level because you want your children to just be healthy and happy.
But I don't want to just say like, oh, I'm just discarding y'all's feelings at all. But like I love both of y'all, and I hold y'all's opinions and views very high.
If you could just listen to some of them.
I listen but don't hear.
No, you
Or he
listen.
hears and then doesn't listen.
You hear and don't listen. Yeah, it's the opposite. You definitely hearing the shit. We know the ears work.
Yeah.
Now, it's probably a roadblock somewhere. Once it gets inside the ear, then there's a barrier and it like bounces back out. But yeah, you hear, but you don't always listen.
Yeah.
No, I wish you the best, son. Listen, one thing you know that we will support.
Yes.
110% of the decisions that you make, as long as they're within, I'm not gonna support you robbing the bank.
Yeah.
But I mean,
You're not support?
No, you on your own, kid. I will support anything you do, Jordan. I just need you to be I think I said in the last podcast about being a very productive, contributing citizen to society. That's what we want to raise.
Right.
That's what makes parents proud, is knowing that their kids are living a good life with their wives or spouses or partner or whatever you want to call it, and their kids, and they're happy.
Yeah.
That's what all parents want.
That's one of the things I want to end on is, and I wrote this in the book, for any of the stories that were vague or you were wondering what Lewis is referencing or I'm referencing, it's all in the book, Loving, Losing, and Living.
Not all the stuff I referenced today was in the book.
Quite a lot. But Donovan, in his short adult life, he was almost 21, 2 weeks shy of his 21st birthday.
Yep.
But one of the things I wrote in there was the people in the comments that we heard at his funeral, he was exactly the young man that we were raising him to be. He was the young, just kind and caring and, he
helpful
just
and all the adjectives you can put around.
And so, Jordan, you're getting there. You are going to be, you're kind for sure, thoughtful. I'm saying you're getting to be the young man that we've been raising you to be. You have a little bit of maturity, but you're almost. So on that note, thank you so much for joining us for another episode, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.